Hey guys, my name is Alexia, and I'm going to be telling y'all the story of how adoption saved my life. So, I lived with my biological mom until I was around 2 years of age with my sister. And something happened, and I ended up having to go to the hospital, and DHS was called. And so, DHS removed me and my sister from my biological mom's house because it was deemed unfit. There were like some bad habits and things like that. And so, I was moved into a couple homes and a couple foster care group homes and things like that. And my sister, my half-sister, she went to live with a different family, I think. And so after about 2 years of that, they decided that my biological mom was fit to raise us again, and so they sent us back to live with her. And after about a year of that, so between the ages of 4 and 5, I lived there, and then after about a year of that, we finally got to go stay the night with my grandmother, which we were never allowed to do because my biological mom's boyfriend didn't let us go anywhere. He didn't want us talking to people and things like that. And so when I got to my grandmother's house, I played with her and my sister, and then when my sister went to sleep, I told my grandmother everything that my stepdad had been doing, which was my mom's boyfriend, and just everything that had been going on. And I just wanted to talk to someone, but it actually turns out that she called the police the next day, and so me and my sister were removed from that situation. I went to live with my dad, so I was 5 years old when I went to live with my dad, and my sister went to live with a different family again. And so after about a year of living with my dad, DHS gave a surprise visit. And they saw the living conditions there weren't very good either. I was very unhealthy, and I had injuries, and my face was swollen. And so my caseworker told me that I was going to go to a camp called Camp Odyssey. It was for foster care children that hadn't been adopted yet and things like that. And then my sister was going to be there. I was super excited. I was going to get to see my sister, and I was going to get to spend time with my caseworker, who had always been really nice, always bought me clothes and shoes and things like that I didn't have. And so I was going to get to ride with her for a while, and then I was going to get to see my sister. So I got in the car with her, and she stayed out there and talked to my dad. I'm not entirely sure what she said, but it was something along the lines of I was going to be removed from the home. And so I went to Camp Odyssey. I had a blast. I met my sister's foster care parent, and she was really nice, but she seemed upset. And so after talking to her for a while, I told my sister that we should go play and give her time to talk to the lady that she had brought with her, which was her sister-in-law. And so me and my sister went to play, and in the meantime, my sister's foster care parent was actually talking to my caseworker and told her that if they ever needed a place to put me, to call her. And so fast forward, camp was over, and I went back to my dad's for a couple of days. Then after that, my caseworker showed back up, and she said that I was going to be going to live with my sister. And so I got really excited. I was like, yay! I'm going to be back with my sister and things like that. And so I packed up the little bit of clothes that I had, and I got in the car. And I went to live with a family for about a week until I came to live with my sister and her foster care parent. And it was great. I was super excited. The lady was still really nice. The house was the biggest house I'd ever seen, which granted wasn't hard to beat. The lady was a single mom, but she was a great mom right off the bat. She was the best foster family that I had been with already. I had my own room, and the people at her work even bought me a bike and things like that and surprised me when I got here. And then the little boy across the street, as soon as I got up the car, he ran up and said, "Hey, I'm blank," I'm not going to say his name, "do you want to be friends?" And so I had already had a friend. I had a safe home. I was really excited. So fast forward 2 years, I'm in the 3rd grade, and I actually get adopted by this woman who is now my mom. She's still my mom. me and my sister got adopted. My sister was actually eligible to be adopted, like her process was done about a year before, but she waited until she could adopt me and my sister at the same time. So we got adopted March 9th. March 9th. I always get March and May confused. We got adopted March 9th, and so that was our gotcha date. And I very distinctly remember running into my 3rd grade class and screaming, "I got adopted!" And like did the whole starfish pose and everything, and then ran and sat down. My teacher and the whole class obviously thought this was hilarious. Everyone died laughing. But I was just really happy because I knew I was safe. I knew I wasn't going to have to leave anymore. This woman was my mom now. And I'd been here for 2 years and I hadn't been hurt, nothing like that. And so I was excited. I had been adopted and I wasn't going to have to worry about when my next meal was going to be ever again, or I wasn't going to have to worry about if someone was going to hurt me ever again. And so ever since then, I've never been shy about telling people I was adopted because I'm so happy. Adoption was such a great process for me and my sister. My sister is currently married. She has a beautiful baby girl. My mom absolutely spoils her baby. Everything. We call her Susu, my adopted mom, and she just loves all of us to death. To death. Like, she would jump in front of anything that ever tried to hurt us. And so I think adoption put me in the family that I was supposed to be in. I wasn't born into the family that I was supposed to be in. Like, a lot of kids aren't necessarily born by the parents that are meant to raise them. And so adoption is a way of getting you that safe family, that loving family, that family that you were meant to be in to be your best self. And so just adoption has always been this fantastic word for me. I've always bragged about adoption. I've told people about my caseworker and how amazing she was, and just, I guess I've always kind of tried to break the stigma around adoption. Sorry for the pause. And so I just wanted to tell y'all about how greatly the adoption process has impacted my life. It gave me a life. I wouldn't be here right now if I wasn't adopted. I didn't get out of that system. DHS didn't pull me out. Not system, that situation. And so now I am a high school senior and I'm going to graduate in a couple months, and I will graduate with my high school diploma and an associate's degree from my local community college, because I went to a early college high school called GTEX, and we the people that went, we were the first class of the school. Like, the school opened up when I was in the 8th grade, about to go to the 9th grade, and that was when you were eligible to go, was when you were going into the 9th grade. So I was in the first class. This is going to be my school's first graduating class, and I've applied to the local 4-year university, Mississippi State, and I've gotten accepted, and so that's why I am making this video. I'm trying to get some scholarship money so that I can go to a university and become a child psychologist and help kids that were in my situation, and help kids and put kids in different families if they need to be, and like call DHS and things like that. I want to be able to help kids, and I wouldn't be able to do that had adoption not been a thing, had adoption not saved my life. And so I'm going to go ahead and stop the video now so it's not super long. Yeah. Bye.